You're up.
Hello, Richard.
Hey, stream is live.
Yeah. When you started talking outside my house, it's landscaping season. I heard the buzz and the din of the landscaping next door, I believe. How about that? It
I
is.
love
It's.
it.
I
And I
do
love the
too.
smell of fresh cut grass.
Oh, I'm telling, and even mulch and everything. Although I don't have mulch, I got all the mulch out. It's all
You know,
rock.
mulch is a kind of a racket,
It's a
right?
pain. It's a racket. So
Yeah.
one shot deal. My lady, she's the best. Denise Postler is her name. She's a one woman show. She owns her own landscaping company. She she's doing it for years in my house, and she's got our whole neighborhood pretty much. She got the mulch, vacuumed it all out, put rocks down, and it looks better, and you don't have to do it a bunch.
I think you need to send me her number.
Oh, she
Does
is
she
the
do everything? She does the full.
everything.
Okay.
One woman show. She was out there, I don't know, at the end of last season. There were three guys across the street at this other house. She outworked them, finished an hour before them, and was a one woman show. She's
Okay, I'm in.
fantastic.
I'm in. I want her contact
Fantastic.
information.
Uh-huh. All right. Quarterback. I guess that's is it sewn up? I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to play no matter what his performance is, considering the contract.
Well, of course.
Hmm.
So, like, do people not think that or not want
No,
that?
no, I'm just we're locked in now. Like whether he's good, bad, or indifferent, he's the guy for the whole season unless he gets hurt. He can't be benched.
Well, there's no question, and I'm not so sure about he can't be benched.
Go with it then, because I am. I just don't see a way he'd come out of the game for
Oh,
performance.
I don't see that happening either because I don't think he would ever perform that poorly that he would need benched. So, I mean, you're right to that point. He's not going to get benched, but it doesn't mean he's not susceptible to it. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody has to have that accountability.
What do you think about then development and the ability to see other guys develop? And now we're kind of quarterback heavy. Is it conducive to development?
I think it's 100%, and I hope this isn't breaking confidences, but I think I've told you, Aaron sat in my office, and I'm going to tell you, um, the development and mentorship, if that's a word, probably with most NFL quarterbacks isn't a workable model. Um,
Okay.
with Aaron Rodgers, talking to him, seeing his questions and answers in the media as he sat here, Aaron Rodgers is the anomaly to that. He will be a great mentor because he wants to be, and he sees himself that way, and he likes Will Howard, and he likes he. I mean, he really. I'm telling you, people say he's different. Geez, I'm different, and I hope I'm as different as he is. And what the ability to express himself in whatever way he wants to. That's his God-given right, and he can't be criticized for that. But I believe that 100% he is the right guy to provide the mentorship. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers think that too, or they wouldn't have built this quarterback room the way they have. This is with intention. This is not an accident. This is not taking what we've been given. This was a plan. And it was
Okay.
a plan since since Mike Tomlin announced his retirement, um, day one. I promise you this was their plan.
All
So
right. Well,
it's
then would you try to? Okay. Then now we got to talk about roster machinations. Would you? Because here would be my plan. I'd be confident with one of those other two guys, Aller or Howard, as the backup, probably Howard. I would now try to see if there's any injuries in camp or whatever with other teams. I would try to trade Mason Rudolph straight away.
Yeah, 100%. I would too.
I mean, you have redundancy at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I would too. I would too. And I don't even, I mean, I would too. Um, but I'm telling you, it depends because a lot of things can happen. But I see a great plan in the quarterback room. And I really think Aaron Rodgers is the perfect guy to fit in this model. I really do. He's got the ability, he's got the talent, he's got the temperament. I mean, he's a perfectionist, and he's not going to tolerate guys missing assignments or, you know. if he calls it out and or a go pattern and they run a screen. I mean, he's not the guy that's going to say, "Hey, that's okay." Um, but and I think he developed already. I mean, you hear, and I hear this from Will Howard, how Aaron has allowed him to even call the plays and to really get into the flow and the scheme of the game. So I think Aaron has confidence in Will, and I think that's the right guy, and I think he will, no pun intended, I think he
Yeah.
will uh, become a very good NFL quarterback. But I also think Drew Aller, I think we chased this ghost of Ben Roethlisberger, and we've been chasing it.
Oh yeah.
And I think that Aller is that ghost. I think Aller can be the Ben Roethlisberger if that's what we
Wow.
want. Yeah, I do. Well,
Wow.
and why am I saying that? I'm saying that primarily because he's got the physicality,
Okay.
and so you want that tough quarterback that can throw the ball with velocity and distance, and I think he can do that. Probably more so than Will. I think Will could be more like a what's the quarterback in San Francisco? Um, what's his name?
Oh, who was the really late round pick? A guy like that. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think that can be Will Howard, and I think Drew Aller is the future.
Huh.
So yeah, that's what I think.
Wow. See, I don't but okay, now it gets back to the question kind of at hand is how do you delineate who's who, what's what? Forget about not forget about him, but take Aaron Rodgers, make him the starter. He's a starter throughout the season. Can
I
you have
think
an can you have an accurate barometer on talent when you're trying to prepare for teams to try to figure out who is next in the pecking order?
oh yeah, I mean I think you just play it out. I mean you've got OTAs. There's two OTAs. This is the first one, and then you go into training camp, which probably the end of July, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I think it just plays out by itself. Who would have ever thought that Will Howard would break a finger and be unable to play? Who would
Yeah,
have
pretty
thought
good
that?
call, I guess.
Right. So, so that changed their plans. Excuse me. They had to pivot from that because they saw Will Howard. He was a winner, um, and they liked him and they liked what they saw, but that was an unavailable option for them. So they pivoted and came back with whatever plan they came up with. But now you have what? How many? Four quarterbacks in camp,
Yeah,
right?
four.
So now you got four, and again, you let it play out, and you watch, and you observe, and you see. Listen, Mike McCarthy's the quarterback whisperer, okay, and I believe that. I believe Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy was the other great thing that happened to this team, and we talked about the young guys, and that was the model. Everybody was like wanting to hire these young, unproven coordinators, like in LA. Okay, that's great. But there's not one of them, nobody else that we have that we could have hired that brings to this table what Mike McCarthy brings. Here's what I love about him. He's
Okay,
got the
tell me.
experience. He's got the, and I'm sorry, I know I'm making a long story out of
Mm,
this, but here's the thing. He's got the experience that has to count for something. And if it doesn't, then take the Kansas City coach and dump him in the trash too, because he's just as old. And I think that anybody would want to hire him.
okay.
Anybody with a brain would want to hire him. Okay, so now you put Mike McCarthy on that same level. So he's got that. He's got the experience. He's got the maturity. He's got the knowledge that comes with all of that, and he's got the Aaron Rodgers factor. And he's worked with Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator, who I also love, by the way.
All right.
Um, so he's the X factor. So you put him in the mix. All of a sudden, then you saw the pictures of him developing and working with Drew Aller last week, right? Um, if there's anybody that's going to pull out what's inside of any of these guys, it's going to be Mike McCarthy, and
All right.
nobody else could have done that.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to
I
be
like it when you dismiss me because
No,
you
no,
don't
I'm not
believe.
dismissing you. I'm just
You don't
I'm
believe me.
I'm really thinking and I'm okay. I'm actually I was my wheels were turning as you were speaking. For as this is the dynamic that I'm here for to see. for as welcoming and as helpful as Rodgers will be with the two young quarterbacks. So let's take Mason Rudolph out of the mix. Rodgers will be helpful and bring along, and I don't disagree with you at all with any of this. I think he's at the point of his career where he's ultra comfortable in who he is, what he's all about.
Oh,
He's
100%.
he's
He's
going
got
to be
nothing to lose.
right.
He's got nothing to lose
Oh,
by
right.
helping these guys.
And
He's
what I'm
helping
getting
this
at though is
organization.
this. What I'm getting at is this. I'm here for, and I'm interested to see the dynamic between Howard and Aller, and that they both have to know that it's two dogs, one bone moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
That I think it's going to breed a pretty healthy competition.
That's the spirit of Vince Lombardi,
Right.
right? Competition is a wonderful thing.
Nobody's
It brings
talked
out
about
the best or the worst.
Nobody's talked about that angle of it. They talk about the quarterbacks in a clump of four, or the way that Aaron Rodgers deals with the young quarterbacks, but they haven't talked about perhaps the Steelers are setting up essentially internal competition between Aller and Howard. And again, I would dismiss Mason Rudolph. I would try to trade him. I'd wait till his training camp injury or somebody needs, he'd be gone. That could breed a pretty healthy competition between those two guys.
Oh, yeah. And again, it shows, like I said, it's like Mike can reach in and bring out whatever's inside. We don't know what's inside. We don't know what they're made of. We know the physicality. We know all that, but we don't know what these guys are made of. And when he reaches in and pulls out those things, he may find himself surprised at either positively or negatively, which brings a point to me. I remember, oh my heavens, who was the USC quarterback that went, and he was a Heisman Trophy winner, and then he went and played for Arizona.
Matt Leinart.
Matt Leinart. So at the time, he played for Ken Wisenhunt, right? Who became the head coach of the Cardinals.
Right.
Ken told me this, and it's too long ago to matter, and he wouldn't get mad at me for saying this, but Leinart came apart, right? He came apart in the pros. He wasn't very good. And Ken Wisenhunt got a phone call from Pete Carroll.
Okay.
Because he played for Pete Carroll at USC, right? So he got a phone call that he couldn't believe. His phone call that he couldn't believe, where Pete Carroll said, "Listen, Ken, I've coached him. I know him. Let me tell you how to get the best of him. You can't put pressure on him. If you put pressure on him, he will not perform the way you want him to." Ken couldn't believe that somebody would actually say that as a head coach about a professional quarterback not being able to handle the pressure. Back off the pressure and you'll get a good quarterback. Who the heck? So that's what I mean. You don't know that until you're there, right? And that's what Mike McCarthy and Steelers and company will see. They'll see that. And then their plan will adapt and adjust to that as they go forward. But they will know what they have. I'm excited for it. I can't.
Well, the other thing too is this competition doesn't really need to come to a head till the end of training camp next year.
Yes, that's right. Go ahead and explain that though.
They can go through. Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to start this year.
Yeah.
Then they can fight it out to be the starter next year for the regular season. So you can have Howard and you can have Aller essentially fight it out for a calendar year plus to see who's going to be the starter.
But I'm going to tell you that one of the most important pieces of data that's going to go into this equation is Aaron Rodgers.
I agree with you. They're going to
he'll have input. Develop the future. I'm telling you, he has the most impact on the Steelers' next.
Well, in a weird way, and nobody's talked about this angle too. Perhaps they've learned from what they didn't do with Roethlisberger, and they're applying it and doing it now, having essentially a real quarterback in waiting and getting him in the system for a couple years. And in this case, having two.
I think that's probably in there, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can't tell, and one of them is the story I just told you about Matt Leinart. You just don't know what a guy's made of. So it's exciting for me.
One of them might frazzle. One of them might lose their mind.
They might. And so I'm excited.
I am too. Can we talk about last thing? Can we talk about the biggest story of the week?
Yes.
All those guys on the internet, Rodgers included, go into Cool Cones, which is a fantastic place.
my favorite place.
It,
It's my
you know
favorite
me.
restaurant.
I don't eat a whole lot of bad food, but if you go get a milkshake, they'll make you an old fashioned root beer float there too at Cool
Oh my.
Cones. I
Oh my.
Richard, their ice cream is really
Yeah,
good.
it's unbelievable.
And you know what else they do? They'll do a soft serve dip in the.
Chocolate dip.
Oh,
I love it. It's so fun. That brings back such memories. I remember, but I played Pony League baseball, and I remember after every game, if we won, my dad would treat the team to a Dairy Queen, and that was always my go-to. I had a vanilla ice cream chocolate dip.
and they go like this, and then
Yep.
bring it out, and
And I loved
whoop.
to eat it before it got hard.
Yes, and then oh man, the Cool Cones.
Um, so I wonder
Oh,
what Aaron Rodgers ordered from there.
um,
I think
I'm
I'll ask.
guessing they don't really have frozen yogurt there. I don't think they have a couple like non-dairy options. I bet he went with that. I could see him doing that.
How do you feel about banana splits?
Overdone, too big. I can never eat it all. I'm not a banana guy. I'm more of a pineapple guy. I like the
Oh, I
pineapple
like
in it.
that. Yeah, I like that.
I like a with my ice cream. I like pineapple and coconut. I'm kind of a that kind of person.
I like that. How about butterscotch?
I like butterscotch hard ice cream. No, a scoop of butterscotch hard ice. I like all the old people flavors like pistachio.
It's because
Uh,
we're old, Colin.
Pretty good call. Yes, but I do. I like that kind of. If you find me, if they'll have a tub of the ice cream and they'll say, "Hey, people generally only 80 years old or older eat this flavor." That's the kind I like.
Yeah, well, me too. So, and it's also the kind of music I like. So, what can I
Yes,
say?
like you're back in the doo wop days, aren't you?
And doo-wop was before me, but I love doo-wop.
I bet.
I mean, I do. I love it. I walked into to the dealership this morning singing it.
There you go.
Oh, I do. I absolutely love it. You know why? I said this actually to Chris Kirkpatrick on Sunday.
Oh, tell me.
Um, I said, well, first of all, I said a couple things before that, but I said, don't you just love doo-wop when music was so pure and simple? And he absolutely agreed with that.
Can I tell you why I like it?
Why?
Because the instruments and everything, they're not overdone. The voice is the instrument,
They're
and
real. They're
and it's
real.
correct, and it's incredible. And the harmonization or whatever just
Yeah.
forces you. It sometimes forces you to stop and go. Those were just voices. There's nothing amplified or nothing fake here. Those are just voices.
No, there's no auto tunes. There's not. I mean,
I can
it's
sit in. Sometimes you'll be like on vacation or at a place or like a resort somewhere. I can sit and watch a barbershop quartet
oh yeah,
and be blown away by it.
yeah, that's true. I can too, and that's what I liked about NSYNC. You know,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
what when they had
the
it
great
going, they had it
harmonies.
going.
Yeah, they really did. And who knew this was going to take a turn? Well, I guess we talk about music because I walked in singing today, but I love it. As a matter of fact, do you remember Mike Fraser from the radio?
No, I don't.
He was an oldies guy, and
Okay.
he
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
really
yeah, yeah. I do.
remember him. So I want to find him. I've been thinking about this. I want to find him and see if he can help me. I want to produce a doo-wop concert.
Oh, like the Skyliners and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Now wasn't there? Answer me this. You would know this. I think there's a guy who lives in Pine Township that owns all the rights to all those old songs. Did you know this?
I did not know this, and I would love to know it. And if you can find out who it is, I'd really like
I'm
to
going to
know.
text you later on after I figure out who it is. There's some guy that owns or owned one of the two, and I think so. He was like the hub of the wheel. He either owned the rights or owned the original, like people sell the rights and whatever.
Yeah,
He had this gigantic house. And people were like, what's this guy do? Well, he owned the rights to all those old doo-wop songs and would essentially be the go-between like scheduling these concerts and different things. But he bought all the rights to them.
that's so great.
Yes.
I would love to know who that is. But doo-wop transcends generations. It transcends everything, really. I have one of my favorite employees, Ronnie, who's been with me for 20 years. He's like late 30s or early 40s. That's all he listens to is doo-wop.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and it's all he listens to. Um, so I mean, like I said, it transcends everything, but it's the purity, the simplicity, the authenticity. They're talking about love and not who they're going to shoot tonight,
Correct.
right?
It's good stuff. All
Yeah, it
right.
really is. Okay,
I'll
I
send you that
love you,
text. I'm going to find this man for you.
and your landscaper.
Both. I'll talk to you
Love it.
soon.
Thank you.
See ya.